A wrist shot for Carlson deflects wide. Some line shuffling with Tomasino out of the Penguins lineup. If you're just joining us, an upper body injury suffered in last night's loss to the Rangers.
Minnesota Wild, and boy, the Wild playing really good under John Hines. But the chief, as they call him, Craig Berube, has really got this group to snap to attention defensively.
As far as bodies that are regulars out of their lineup are concerned. With that being said, they still have some elite talent in their lineup.
One name I was, look out,
Marner misses from in tight.
One name I was happy to see was Max Domi. So I'm not sure if this is so much a little mix-up here because I mentioned Sid was on the ice for the penalty, or is this on purpose? Actually what Mike Sullivan wants, because the power play was not good the other night.
And they score! Matt Grzelcyk's wrister from the point. It beats Wall clean. Ricard Raquel was in front, and the Penguins have a power play goal and a 1-0 lead.
To win the face-off, you zip it around a couple times. Matt Grzelcyk gets his head up. And I'm telling you, this is why Grzelcyk's out there on the power play. He's a no-nonsense guy. He's not going to try to do something that he can't do. And he sees traffic in front, layers of screens, wall goes down. He just hopes it hits him and just...
Patcher ready to Tanev, slides it over. Ekman Larsson shooting off the crossbar. Comes back to Matthews. Dishes to Ekman Larsson, another shot. Jarry the save, rebound poked in. From his chest, Mitch Marner slides it to the back of the net, and Toronto has tied it at 1.
Toronto comes full court press. You have one go off the post, and then they recycle it again, get it right to the front of the net. And I talked about my tips to win. Net front. I talked about the Penguins getting their nose dirty. Here you have the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mitch Marner goes there. He stays there. Marcus Persson does a good job of knocking him down. But here's the thing with Mitch Marner. You got to throw a flannel blanket on top of him because he just never gives up on the play while he's on his belly.
Comes back to Tavares, who's at the point now. He'll flick it deeper. Swing and a miss by Knies. Back in front, Tavares hands it off in the slot. A shot from Ekman Larsson, saved by Jarry. It's loose and kept out in the crease by O'Connor. Here's Graves. Stick breaks on the far side. Centering pass. Here's Benoit off the post, and Jarry gets a piece and freezes it as the whistle sounds.
Right now is a little bit of both as Benoit comes in from his left point. Bing! To see how tight that gap is.
Rust able to get out the center. Crosby flies on in. Crosby curls, drags, and rips it wide. Rust off the end wall. Score! What a surge from the Penguins, and Brian Rust stays hot on home ice. It's 2-1 Pens.
He might have hit Mach 1 coming through that neutral zone. And that rocket, that little curl and drag rocket that Sid sends. And I guess that's a little generous bounce for the Rusty Razor right there.
O'Connor forces the turnover. There's Malkin swooping away from trouble. Nice dish to Carlson. His pass knocked down by Riley. Look out. It's clear to Nylander. Can he catch it? He does. Nylander. Jarry says no. Puck comes back to the point. It's Marner. Walks right in. Matthews looking, shooting, fought off by Jarry.
Really did just have to fight that off. It wasn't pretty, but he made the save.
Nylander bombs away and scores. Power play goal for Willie Nylander, and we are tied at 2.
The top of the umbrella again, and that's what makes the power play dangerous. You have a left shot on the right side, a right shot on the left side, and they can all bomb away with one-timers. And this is a rolling puck, a knuckle puck that might have hit. Just the reaction of Brian Rust there, it might have hit Rust, the stick of Rust, as he went out. But that is
2 shots on that first power play for the Pens before the Grzelcyk shot got by Woll. And the face-off control by Pittsburgh. Carlson across, shot by Bunting, knocked aside by Woll, and he swatted it out of air while it was bouncing around in the crease.
Timer. Or Carlson with a little shake and bake at the blue line, and boy,
Crosby back for Grzelcyk. Opens up, Letang, one-timer save, rebound off the post, it's bouncing around, where is it? Hayes digs for it, it's still loose, no whistle, and it eludes Crosby. Nylander lost possession, gets it back, pressured by Pugliarvi, shot in front, Chari is saved loose, Chari settles, and he clears.
There's Tavares from the slot, and then
here comes Willie Nylander. Pass the flex in the slot. Nylander's got it back. Backhander kicked out by Chari. It's still loose atop the crease. And chaos at the opposite end of the ice, but it stays out. Looking cross ice. Crosby's there, a little too far in front of him. Crosby will wrist it wide. Bounces off the outside of that. Jammed that by Russ not once but twice. Wall stops him and covers.
Has given the Toronto Maple Leafs some fits. And that's Karlsson using his great skating ability to get back there after a misplay by Bunting.
Bunting sprung on in off the crossbar and out of play.
Now I'm going to make up for that mistake, and here's that super move from AHN. Going up.
Russ will he try again. This time to Malkin. Sets up shot behind the net. Bunting to Karlsson. Russ back in front. Bunting scores! Remember me? Michael Bunting on the power play puts the Pens in front 3-2.
Only the personnel, but just the game plan. Evgeny Malkin just working magic in behind the goal. He had all four jerseys staring at him. And do the Penguins get a little bit of puck luck here? Yeah, they do. It goes off a skate. I believe that was Timmins, the defenseman, bounces right to Bunting, but he was ready for it. But also Josh, all the black jerseys. What? Toronto's gone to another level here. The Penguins have to at least match it.
Riley off the face-off win, shot the flex wide. Myers pumps it down low. Nylander back around. Tavares in front off the post. It was right there for Nyes, and he found iron. Tying goal by Matthew Nyes.
He's got chasing a little bit. Really one of the few times it is played from behind the goal from Tavares, bounces around, and Nyes went to that spot where you score goals, right, Josh?
Yep.
He went there and he stayed there. And if you're looking,
here's Riley for Marner. Under 4 to go now as it rotates around in the Penguin zone. Deflects right out the center. Look at this. Evgeny Malkin's got it. And a breakaway. Malkin can't finish. Poked right atop the crease. Oh, my goodness, what a save by Wall.
Evgeny Malkin shot out of a cannon. And just when he's going to make his move, I think he felt the stick of Morgan Riley. And then Drew O'Connor just cannot buy one.
6-on-4 for the Leafs. They need a goal to tie. Marner to Nylander. Passing in front. Chari, a huge stop on Tavares.
Well, he's been through a lot. That's a big moment for Tristan Jarry.
Back it comes. Here's Nylander. Over to Matthews. Letang working on a 2+ minute shift. Steal by Lazat. Towards the empty net. Score! Blake Lazat, you're writing some kind of story.
An assist on this empty netter. And how about the effort? That's who he is. That's who Blake Lazat is, right there in a nutshell. He won that puck battle. He wanted that more than John Tavares. And then the skill. That's not easy to go bullseye from a... Those empty net goals give you a little bit of breathing room.
Wall goes right back to the bench. Empty net out there for Toronto. And a rolling puck. Marner, you got to move. He scores! The Penguins have put 2 in the empty net. Chris Letang goes back to the bench. Marcus Pettersson high-fiving.
Well, Berube had just pulled their goaltender, and I think Chris Letang is just trying to airmail it. He's just trying to get it out of the zone, but it's got just enough.
Mike Sullivan's 700th game as head coach of the Penguins is a 2-point party on 5th Avenue as the Pens knock off the Leafs 5-2 and salvage the back end of the back-to-back.